Basic materials. We have Ecolab. Ecolab looks like we're finally doing what we're supposed to be doing. All right. So this was last Friday, Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is, well, kind of. We still have the yellow line, which is in our way. So we got destroyed. Now we found resistance at this our shortest line, which is the 9. So I do like this, right? Don't get me wrong, I do like it, but it also could very easily turn over and go down. I like it because it didn't make a new low, right? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to make a new low, and it didn't, right? It stayed pretty high and tight right here, and then the last day we had a nice pop up. So that would be my reasoning behind liking Ecolab. Let's check it out. A week. So again, we're in this weekly squeeze. We lost momentum. However, that does not really look like we're losing momentum in a negative way. It kind of looks like we're gaining it back, right? And if you look at the weekly, the 50 weeks, we're right there. We're 15 points away or 5 points away, but that's pretty close. So, we're 15 points away from the high, 5 points away from the 50. So you do the math. Ecolab looks pretty good. We've been in the squeeze for quite some time. We started on the squeeze negative. This is a weekly squeeze too, so this would last for 8 to 10 weeks. We started negative, and then since then we just had momentum. So that's what I see with Ecolab. Let's go back to the day. The weekly chart looks way better, that we could be popping out, trying to break the 231, going to the 248. Just be careful, as we previously discussed. It's looking at on the daily chart, it's at resistance. At the weekly chart, it looks like it's almost at support. Rio Tinto. This is a all over the place. Man, I don't even know what to say. It would have been beautiful if you would have been able to catch it right here, right? But then just look at the gaps. This is ridiculous gapping. So, I mean, it would have been just dumb luck if you would have caught this. Because look, this is Friday. It gaps from Friday from 87 to 91. Then by Thursday, it's all the way back down to 87. And now we're going to 89. So, beware. It's kind of like all over the place. So, I mean, it's just, I almost kind of want to say this is the time to get in for the breakout of the 91 to the 95 and finally break to the 96, 90, because it's had one nasty pullback. But just be careful. Sherwin-Williams, the paint. Momentum is going down, as you see with the squeeze. Let me back that up. That was too much. However, it looks like we double bottomed. Yeah, look at this. It's almost, right? Do you see it? You have to look very carefully. It almost reached the low, but it didn't. And then where did it close? If it closed, yeah, it closed. Look where it closed. It closed above this 82.69 at 83.20. To me, that shows that the buyers are back interested in this stock, because Thursday it had a nice, well, 5 point gain, not huge. I would look for this one within the next couple of weeks to try to test its high of 93, so 10-point gain. IP, International Paper, it's looking beautiful on all cylinders. I don't know why we're still in the squeeze. Just be careful. We have to hold this 64, 60, 57. Excuse me, 64, 57. I was looking at the 65 too. We have to, if we hold that, then I would say up, up and away. Look to the 68.22. Just be very careful because it has to hold the 64.57 in order for it to go higher, or it could just drop off. So just be careful. That's what I'm saying. Just be careful. It looks perfect. It held above, but it also hit a high. So we don't know how much resistance is there. DuPont. Yeah, I mean, it's riding. Look, we hit perfectly, and we're riding the 9 perfectly, basically. About to break out. Well, we touched it on Friday, this little breakout right here, which was May 18th. If we can break that, let's see where we are. Let's draw a line. Okay, so look. We've double topped right here, almost basically triple topped at the 87.27. This is the 85.57. If it breaks, I see that it breaks the 87 pretty convincingly, just because it's had so much energy right here. It's been here for a minute. With that being said, the 92 all the way to the 99 over a course of some time, obviously, because look how long it takes it to move. All right. BASF. I mean, it looks like it's going to pop, but again, this one doesn't have options or anything, so it's just more of a hold the entire stock and just let it ride. Yeah, I see we're going to hit, it looks perfect. It hit the 100. It's holding the 50. It's holding everything. Looks like we're going to pop up at least try to test the highs of 21.77. Scott's Miracle Grow. Yeah, this is ugly. So if we had shorted 1, 2, 3, 4, if we had shorted right here, right? If you remember last week, I was like, I'm kind of nervous about that. If we had shorted right there, it would have been great. We would have got 19 points. So, well, and altogether, it went down, what, 23 points. So I was beautiful short. Just we weren't paying attention to it. Right here would be a place that I mean, on Friday, you would have had to get it, right? And there was just a short play. Look at this. This is just because it's a huge liquidation break. Not just as a liquidation break, but just the way that it kind of handled itself. If Monday we go up, we hit this 209, we come back down, but we do not break this 97.47, then I would say it's a buy. Dow Chemicals. Looks like it wants to break this 71.38. I don't know what you guys look at this, but it's holding the 9 and the 20 really tight. I mean, we've had consolidation period for quite some time. Our lines are going, we're in a squeeze. My only concern is that we have resistance at 72, which is like $2 or what, $2.40 away. However, the breakout's right there too. So if there's enough momentum, it could push us right through the 72 and then come back and use the 72 as support. Let's look at the last look, because this was a long consolidation, right? Let's look at the last kind of movement of consolidation. Okay, so a 12%, 8 points. Let's check out what this, because it, hit on this line right here. 12%. So yeah, it could bring us right to the 86, 87 area, right around this area, midway through here. That makes sense. Look how fast it did that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, basically in 7 days. So in basically 2 calendar weeks, it could do that. It already started at 2, so it could be the 5, which is straight 5 days. Boom, gets us up to around the 76. LyondellBasell. I mean, it's looking good. My only concern, I mean, this is exactly what you wanted. It broke out. Well, not exactly what you wanted. 70% of what you want. I would have loved if this would have stayed on the 1692 above it. But since it broke down, it's only 60 cents away, or what, 70 cents away. It's still below it though. So as you can see, this is kind of knock, knock, knock on a door, broke out, got rejected. Let's see it find some support. This dip. Oh, this is it looks pretty good because it dipped and it found support again at the high right here. You see what I'm saying? Let me draw a line so you see what I'm talking about. Our squeeze just broke out long, which is another positive. You see what I'm saying? Like the resistance point has now basically turned into support point, right? A little bit higher each day. So if we're using that as a get in point, then our target would be more to the 125 because this should break this 116 without a problem, since that it was our support or our resistance, our troubleshooter, but it broke down and then found support at our old resistance, and we just broke out into squeeze. Mosaic. We're literally at the same place we were on last Friday. What did we close? We closed 36.14. We're at 36.04. So yeah, it's done absolutely nothing in a week. It showed us some promise and then got rejected. Friday was a nasty day for it. It was basically down almost 3.5%. At the full day, it was probably down 4%. Could be a liquidation break because it was getting so close to the high. Just the shorts had their stops right there, or defended that part right there. As you see, we had a lot of momentum coming all the way till Friday. If it can get above the 36.09 and kind of hold it, then I'd be interested looking for a massive breakout.